it was a few $100s, but it was, whatever. It's like, yeah, I had money put aside for a dream cast and, whatever. So I was like, it doesn't matter. But, I got a good deal on the stuff. The guy could have easily, told me no. I paid him what he was asking.
Oh, yeah, you know what time it is. It is that time.
What up, cuz?
What up, gangster?
Oh, just doing that thing that I do. How goes it comes? Oh.
Yeah, another wonderful day. It's smoky out, so it's extra hard to breathe, but yeah, in general, pretty nice day. Warm and such.
Yeah, it's not bad here. It's well, I don't know how accurate this is because I just got in the car, but it says it's 88 here. It's mostly sunny, but like you said, it's not like clear skies. It's kind of hazy skies, but if it was clear skies, it would be blue, which is nice. Yeah, kind of weird. It's kind of just a little haze over it, like you said, kind of smoky.
Yeah, freaking Canada's on fire.
Yeah, it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's annual wildfires. It's that kind of shit nowadays.
Yeah, it happens. So yeah, whatever.
Yeah, right. Such is life.
So what's new, man? What's new? What's going on?
Let's see. I had a doctor's appointment earlier today. That went surprisingly well.
Okay.
Yeah, got my results back from some blood tests. Went over that with the doctor. He was pretty happy with everything. In all honesty, I was number one, not diabetic. That's big. We were both kind of surprised.
Yeah, right.
My cholesterol's high, but that's about it. Like, it's not even terribly high. Like, not even worth getting medication for. So
yeah, that's good. Well, that's good because I'm sure you went into it thinking at least this is going to be off. This is going to be off.
Oh yeah, I was worried as shit. Yeah, I've been anxious, like wicked anxious about like a lot of my medical stuff. In general, like that's yeah. But I'll start on some different medications and stuff. We actually talked about getting my adenoids removed, like the tonsils in your nose, and he was like, "Why would you want that? Like, why are you asking about that?" And I was like, "They're huge. Like, my nose is useless." He's like, "Really?" And so I tilt my head back. He didn't even use like his little light thing. He just looked at my nose and was like, "Yeah, those are gigantic. Yeah, absolutely."
Yeah, right.
So. We talked for it. He's like, yeah, if I sent you down to an ear, nose, and throat doctor, the first thing they would do is tell you have to be on like a special type of medication for at least 6 weeks. So I'm going to start you on it today. And then in a month and a half, like we'll have another, talk about this. It's like, all right, cool. So yeah, that's something probably coming down the line.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, I've pretty much never breathed through my nose. Like, it's just totally useless.
Restricted at best, right?
Yeah, so along with that, so offhandedly, I made some joke about like I was like, yeah, since I'm not diabetic, that means I don't qualify for Ozempic. He's like, nah, we can totally get you on that. And just literally, just so offhandedly like that. And I was like, well, we can at least have the conversation. He's like, yeah, sure, whatever. And by the end of it, he's like,
yes, if you want to talk about it.
Like, sure, how about this? I'm going to put you on it, and here's why.
Yeah, good talk.
Yeah. Apparently, there's 4 kinds. There's Ozempic, and then there's, like, Wegovy. There's, like, 2 different versions of it. And then each one is, like, for diabetics or for weight loss. Like, so there's 4. It's either, this first column, diabetic or weight loss. This second column, diabetic or weight loss. He's like, yeah, so we're going to send, they sent out the request already to my health insurance to see if they'll cover it.
Nice.
Which he's super confident that they will.
It's in their better benefit. So,
well, I weighed in today, aside, with all my clothes on and shit in my pockets. I was 350.
Jeez.
So, like, I'm a big fucking boy at this point. And he's like, between having sleep apnea, being obese, like, you're definitely going to get approved for this. So, talked about, the upcoming next couple of weeks on like how I'm gonna, you know, slowly wean into it and do the titration and shit. So yeah, that'll be good. I mean, slow and steady, but that'll be a huge change over the next couple of years.
Yeah, dude. I mean, and it's a much needed change, obviously. That it probably, I mean, thank God you're having sleep issues and went in for the study.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because, I mean, that just kind of got the ball rolling on a lot of other stuff that you've been putting off too, which is, I mean, fuck, dude, when somebody else made the choice for you to for these appointments and you went to them, you weren't going to make them for yourself, you know, so yeah, absolutely. The next couple of years is going to be totally fucking different.
Yeah, I mean, even just the last like 2 months, my whole like, because I've been on a corticosteroid for, you know, almost 5 months now. It's been effective, and like my lungs are just totally different than they used to be. Like, it doesn't hurt to breathe all the time. Like I can smoke without coughing now.
Nice.
Like that's a whole freaking thing. So yeah, it's definitely been a worthwhile journey. It's just anxiety inducing and kind of scary along the way, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, the fear of not knowing or the fear of knowing, you know what I mean? Like, either way, it's very nerve-wracking. And there's always some kind of an anxiety involved with the doctor's appointment. Because how many fucking times do you hear of somebody going in that's perfectly healthy and they're just going for a routine inspection and they've got stage 4 cancer?
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, even if you go for, you know, an every 6 months checkup, something could change. So there's always some kind of anxiety I feel around going. But when you come out with good results, you know, when putting it off for so long and then you come out with good results, that's got to be a great feeling.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I did my doctor's appointment, got some lunch afterwards, and like this afternoon was just fucking great at work, you know? Just even just at the doctor's office, like as soon as we finished our like appointment, it was like, wow, I feel so much better about where I'm at right now. Like, you know, more in control of something that I was worried about not having control of in my life, you know, my own health. And it's this is definitely a huge thing. Like, I can't believe I put this off for as long as I have, you know? But hey,
knowing that even though you treat yourself like shit, your body still got your back.
Yeah, right. For a long time, it did. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it never gave up on you.
Yeah.
You know, knock on wood, obviously.
Right.
If you're into that shit.
Yeah, I'm not much for the superstitions. I'm regular-stitious.
Regular-stitious, man. Just
I'm also
everyday normal-stitious.
I'm regular, almost out of weed, too.
Oh, no good.
Yeah, it's whatever. I was going to pick some up over the last couple of days, but I got a real big Magic the Gathering purchase that I got a bunch of stuff on pre-order, and I'm just waiting for them to charge me. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, cool. Yeah. I just need like an extra $800 sitting in my checking account for the next month.
Like,
yeah.
Just an extra $1,000 or so, you know?
Yeah. But, I mean, more than 100% worth it, because I will profit more than 100%. Like, I've been crunching the numbers on the product I'm buying, right? It's $572 worth, right? I bought 6 items at $90 each. They're currently going for $240. So I'm going to turn 90 times 6 into 240 times 6. You know, minus some seller's fees and taxes or whatever. Like, I'm still going to more than double my fucking money.
Yeah, it's a fucking win-win-win.
Yeah, and like I was talking to Matt and Bob about it a little bit in our chat that we got going on. And I was like, legitimately, I am going to profit enough off of this for a round-trip flight from Burlington, Vermont to Vietnam and back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a vacation amount of money.
Bob's super bitter about it, I'm sure.
He's not so much bitter about it. It's just that, like, he's been very happy about all of the product he's been able to purchase. And he's spent a good bit of money on it because he's a big Final Fantasy fan. You know, he's older than I am, so he's been exposed to it for decades longer.
Yeah,
whatever. His wife's really into Final Fantasy. Like, I know that for a fact. I've watched her play when I was over there.
Nice.
So, like,
I mean, cool.
I get it. But at the same time, it's like, because of how he's going to engage with the product, it's going to be for his own personal use or to keep sealed as like a collector's item of which he will never sell. So it's like he's just spending lots of money and he won't see any return on it except for like the happiness of having it or possibly using a small amount of it. Versus me, which is like, I don't give a fuck about it whatsoever. It's literally just like buy low, sell high. It could literally be Tesla stock and I'd be just as fucking happy to have it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And just as happy to get rid of it when it's, you know, extremely profitable.
Right.
But, yeah, no, I totally feel that. Like, I have the Bob mentality with, you know, with my vintage video game crap when it comes to, but I mean, I play them, you know what I mean? I don't think I own any still sealed games because I fucking play them, you know what I mean? But, like my, you know, my dearest wife pointed out to me when I was buying, you know, I still am, you know, I constantly make outrageous purchases of video games. Fuck it, I like it, it makes me happy, you know? But, you know, like, oh, well, I bought this for this. You know, I paid this, but it's worth this. And she made a valid point. She's like, all right, well, are you selling it? And I'm like, well, no, you know. And she's like, so how much is it really worth?
So what? Like, well, so it sounds like it cost us X, and it is not worth Y.
Right, that's how she sees it. Yeah. It's like, well, yeah, all right, well, I bought it. It didn't make a goddamn difference, you know what I mean? Like, it's going up in value. It's just going to sit on my shelf. But, you know, she does make a great point when it's like, it has no value until it sells. Like, that's 100% true. You know what I mean? It really doesn't have value until it sells. But, I mean,
you know,
not for sale, there's no price.
There are worse things that you could waste some money on. You know, like, you're not a gambler. You know, like, you got that out of your system in your 20s, right? You know, you're not a cheater. You know, you've had more than enough opportunities. You're a handsome young fella still to the day, but you're faithful to your wife and kids and family. Like, you're not a big drinker. You're not, you know, tapping veins for a chasing dragon moment. Like, there are literally laundry lists of, yeah, like, I mean, imagine either of our fathers. Like, there are definitely worse things that you could be, right? You know?
Oh, like, I think back, it's like, man, like, just the stuff that I didn't even know was happening because I was a kid, and, like, I didn't understand it, but it's like, damn, my dad was a wild motherfucker.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's not me, though. You know, I'm a wild dude, but at the same time, like, not like that, bro. You know what I mean? Let's fucking chill. God damn.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, buying a couple of black-backed Sonic games isn't the biggest thing. You know, shit, man, you can look at, like, even me as an example. As level-headed as I can be, I'm literally spending hundreds, over $1,000 on Magic product altogether. Yeah, closer to $2,000. I'm buying a bunch of fucking, I mean, that's, don't get me wrong, flipping, tripping, selling it and all that shit, but at the same time, like, it's a larger investment and at the same time could be a risk of money versus, yeah, I'm going to buy some fucking games and just, like, have some stuff.
Roll the dice, you know what I mean? You got to roll the dice. That's the gamble in it all. It's like, all right, well, and, you know, some of these older games they're dropping a little bit in value, but and they'll go up, or who knows? If they go to absolute zero, then it doesn't matter because, again, they're not for sale. But it's like, it doesn't, you know, it makes me happy having them, and I don't give a fuck. And, you know, I love the people like you that have no problem buying a product and flipping it as long as you make a profit off it. Because I will buy your video games.
Right. Like, that's exactly
I don't care.
it.
I need you. I fucking need you. You know what I mean? Like, I found a guy on Facebook a few weeks ago. I think I told you about this, but I may not have. But I bought a Dreamcast with a couple of games, and I bought a couple of manuals and Zelda Collector's Edition, Ocarina of Time, shit like that. And, you know, it was a few $100, but it was, you know, whatever. It's like, yeah, I had money put aside for a Dreamcast and, you know, whatever. So I was like, it doesn't matter. But, you know, I got a good deal on this stuff. You know, the guy could have easily, you know, told me no. I paid him what he was asking. I didn't even negotiate the price. I paid him what he was asking. So, you know, he could have sold it to anybody for that price. I just happened to be the first guy to inquire about it.
Right, yeah.
But his price was so goddamn fair, that I was like, I can't negotiate lower. I'm already getting a friggin' steal.
Mm.
I like people, and it was a guy. He's like, I just don't play them anymore. You know, they're mine. You know, it's all my stuff. You know, when I was growing up, blah blah blah. I use emulators a lot nowadays, so I don't even need the consoles. He's like, having my first kid. Fucking A, dude. Having your first kid, you just need a couple of bucks. I'm not going to Jew you out of the money. Excuse my friend. And also, it was a very fair price. People like you. He made money off it. He was happy with what he made, and he moved on.
Mm-hmm. And the next guy's, you know, whether it's you or another guy like me buying something secondhand, flipping it, moving it along, like, it helps the fucking government. We're all paying our taxes all along the way. You know, it's also money into the market. Like, that's one of the things, like, in my mind, like, I'm kind of opposite on Bob, where it's like, it's stale money for him. Like, he's taking money out of his pocket and it's doing nothing for him. Whereas for me, like, it's definitely in the beginning, but because of the end, like, planning to sell it and move it on to the next person, like, it continues that economic growth.
Yep. Dude, I don't know. There's some stuff that I have parted ways with, but honestly, a lot of the stuff, and I think, you were with me when I got rid of some stuff, and it was because it was just kicking around, and I'm like, and I wasn't into collecting the stuff then. Yeah. It was just kind of in my way at the time. But I purchased pretty much everything that was in that box that day. I purchased back, and it's cost me thousands of dollars to buy it back.
Yeah.
But you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's just fucking money. It's stuff that I want. You know, so it was money well spent. But it's like, wow, I really should have just held on to that crap. Because that was years ago. You know what I mean? Like, who would have thought? You know.
We also are still learning, evolving, and growing as people. So like, it's easy enough to still make mistakes now.
Oh, absolutely easy enough, and they happen all the time. You just, you're able to adapt and overcome a little quicker. You've seen a situation like this before, so you know how to handle it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was talking to one of my coworkers about, buying some Magic shit, and she's like, "How do you find such good deals? Like, how do you like ensure that you're doing this right?" And it's like, well, they say that luck is the crossroads of preparation and opportunity, and that's all it is. Is like, you have the place where you can buy things. You constantly look, you check up on things, and that's how you get good deals on anything in general. Yeah, that's life, Yeah,
you just have to. I mean, impulse buys. Don't get me wrong. We all have our impulse buys, and they're kind of fun, right? But if you're just willing to hold out a little bit, you can find the deal you're looking for on just about anything. Mm-hmm. You just got to keep looking. Don't settle for the first or even the second thing you find, and just like that Pokemon box that you bought.
Dude, right, yeah. At this point, it's more than triple what I've paid for it.
More than triple, right? Yeah. The first place we went to, the guy had one. It was, what, almost $70?
Yeah, $75. Like,
and you're like, we're going a few more spots. And what, the third place we went to, that little hole in the wall, that girl, she's got a nice little shop. It's a small little shop. But she had a smoking deal on that box. She snatched it right up.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. I mean, even now, it's one of the reasons why I am looking more into buying Pokemon stuff, because same kind of deal is opportunity, preparation, and just when it comes up. Like, there's a product I'm looking at now. It's like, do I want to buy a ticket with, like, my profits off of the upcoming sale here, or do I want to reinvest it and just roll it again? It's like, well,
roll the dice again. You see, that's the gambler of me. I say roll the dice again. You know what I mean? Like, let it ride. If you lose this bet,
there's another chance.
When you lose that bet, you just have to make two more. Mm-hmm. That's it. So you're down one, you make two more. That's it.
Or more like me is, hey, when I go to the casino, okay, cool, I brought $300 to the casino, I'm going to spend $300. If at any time I see that number is above 300, I cash out and I start over at 300. So
Start
it's like,
over
oh, I hit
300.
350, cool, cash out, put $50 in my pocket, take 300 and try and lose it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
so I almost want to just, cut lines and buy my tickets. Plan my trip to overseas, go to Vietnam or Philippines for a couple of weeks. Like, yeah, it would be nice to think like I sold magic cards and it paid for this trip.
It paid for all of this. Yeah,
Or
exactly.
flip side, be greedy as fuck. Turn it around, put it into Pokemon, sell that shit, and be like, wow, it paid for my whole trip, not just the flight, but like hotel,
The whole
food.
thing. Yeah, everything.
Like that sounds
Yeah,
exciting.
you can get there on somebody else's dime. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the name of the game,
Buy low, sell high, repeat, be rich. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
It's all
until
just,
it comes true.
yeah, it's side hustle. It's something to do. And I was watching documentary yesterday, day before, whatever, about the idea of boredom. And it's just like you're bored because you're not doing stuff and you have like energy, power, excitement for something, and you're just not focusing on anything. And unfortunately,
Right.
I while away a lot of my free hours playing video games, getting fucked up and watching YouTube or whatever. Hey, don't get me wrong, I love it. Been doing it for years. But there's also something to be said about like, hey, what if I put some of this energy and focus into making some extra money? Doing some
Right.
other stuff. Why the hell not? Give it a go.
Well, exactly. I mean, that's shit. I just left work, and that's what I'm going. I'm going to the side biz. I got. I'm in the middle of doing 2 bathrooms right now, so it's like, gotta leave work, gotta go to the other job.
But
And,
see, I'm a little bit different on that. I don't want to work hard. See, that's the thing. I don't want to have to like, bend down, pick stuff up. I don't want to have to like think much,
Yeah, I know. I hear that. But it's it comes second nature. You do everything you do. You know what I mean? With repetition, it just becomes you don't have to think about shit anymore. So like this stuff now, like what I'm going to do in one of the bathrooms today, it's like fucking I'm doing it after work because it's like this is not going to take long at all. It's like, and I just want to get this crap out of the way. Pave the way for a full day of soccer Saturday. That's going to be cool. And then Sunday, probably going to do some kind of Father's Day thing. But go fishing in the morning, Father's Day thing in the afternoon. But probably after that, I'm going to go over and do some more because it's like, well, at this point, again, it's no problem.
I was thinking of a conversation I had yesterday. Someone was like, so Pat, are you doing anything for Father's Day? I was like, probably not. Same thing I usually do for Father's Day. Like, maybe give my dad a call. And then, the woman that I was talking to, she's like, wow, that's it? And I was like, well, honestly, if he was a better father, I would be a better son. And, like, it just got dead quiet. And then, like, snickering from, like, the entire room. Like, God damn.
Dude, that's exactly what it comes down to, though. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go see my dad. All differences aside and bullshit over the years, it's like we're still friends and we still see each other. And I'll still do anything for him. Just like he'll do anything for me. It's still, we've settled our differences. But I'll also go see, my stepfather because it's like, where my real dad wasn't there, my stepdad was, and he had his flaws too. And, it is what it is. But at the same time, it's like, well, that dude was still there for me. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, exactly. But like, for instance, my grandparents, when they come in from New York and they drive right on by to go, well, they don't do it anymore because they're all old with cancer and shit like that. But when they would come from New York to go to the casinos, and they pretty much drive right by, and nobody would even know that they were here. And then when I didn't call them for Christmas, and they're bitching at my dad, like, how your kids don't ever call us, on holidays, no nothing. And he's just like, yeah, but when's the last time you called them?
Yeah.
He's like, you guys go to the casinos all the time, and you don't ever. The hell would they do it for you?
Well, that's exactly where my dad and sister are right now. Is excuse me. Each one feels that the other is obligated. I'm not going to call him because he doesn't call me. And then my dad's like, I'm not going to call her because she don't call me.
Yeah, you got two immovable objects.
Yeah,
competing
so you
against each
got,
other.
you know, two people who feel as though they're being wronged but won't do
Right.
the bigger
Won't
thing.
do anything.
And it's like, so it sounds like y'all ain't ever going to talk to each other. It's like, yeah, that's...
Right. And they're fine with that, too. They're 100% fine with that. Because that's how Steph and my dad are. They do not, and I don't even know. I mean, I bet I do, and I've just forgotten because I'm able to put shit aside, and I forget things anyway. But
because most stuff just doesn't matter that fucking much to either of us. Like, there's so many bigger problems in the fucking world.
Correct. So it's like whatever your guys' feud is, I don't think it's worth the penalty. You know, and like just now we've got a father and a daughter that live fucking 2 miles away from each other. They haven't spoken in years.
Yeah.
And what? For what? I mean,
yeah, I mean, I've
you ask
seen
either one of them, they'd say, yeah, but also for what?
Yeah. Jen was telling me last time I was down there, I saw Hannah more this year than my dad did. And last year, I saw Hannah more than my dad did. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, I go down there 2 times a year at most. And it's like, that's his only granddaughter.
And it's for a meal.
Yeah, right. It's for some free food in Hosmer Mountain. Like, it's...
Yeah, I mean, well, not the cost of the meal per se, but it's like, it's for, you're here to share, like a Thanksgiving dinner.
To break bread with
Easter
family.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're here for a dinner time, a couple hour, stint.
Yep.
And it's like, you're here, but you're only there for like a couple hours. It's like, I'm not going to say it. Your dad, like, he literally doesn't care.
He lives 45 minutes away. Like, I live, like, closer to 4.5 hours away. Like, it is a big fucking factor of a difference as far as, like, ability to do it. Like, it takes me an entire day to drive down and back. Like, if I wanted to see them for lunch, right? If all I wanted to do was lunch, it would take me 9 hours to complete that task. It would take my dad 3. It's like, oh, it's because you don't fucking try. Like, that's the issue here. It's, you don't care enough. You just care about being, like, spiteful. So fuck them both. Like, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck them both. Like, it's...
Right, fuck them both. Exactly, yeah. You guys do whatever the fuck it is that you're doing and leave me out of it. 100%.
Yeah. And for me, I mean, cool. Like, my dad doesn't call me. Like, every once in a while he texts me just to, like, make me feel guilty. You know, he's no joke. He's like, hey, you forgot to call Linda for Mother's Day. She's kind of mad.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Don't know what to tell you. Like, fucking A. Like, is what it is. She's definitely forgotten by now because she's old. So, like,
she's old, right?
Whatever. Yeah. And still, if I want to talk to my dad, I'll call him up. I'm not going to sit here and expect, if I want to talk to my dad, that he will call me out of the blue. I'm a fucking grown-ass man. I'm 37. He's in his late 60s. Like, there is no way I can bet that horse.
No, exactly, dude. Exactly.
He's retired. He's smoking weed and playing video games all day. He's doing what I would do if I were retired. Get high all day and not talk to my fucking family.
Yeah, that's exactly what my dad's doing. A fucker. I mean, luckily he was. Well, I didn't say luckily, but lucky for him, he was able to retire stupid early. So his life of playing video games and smoking weed for the last 20-something fucking years, pretty sweet.
Right, and like that's what I'm trying to get on. Like maybe it was your dad being a good/bad influence on me in my like late teens.
Wait.
Yeah, when I go up on Bear Hill or whatever the fuck it was called, and it was like, whoa, hold on, are you just sitting here playing World of Warcraft all goddamn day, and like you only take breaks to like interact with drugs? Like this seems like what I should be doing, and that's.
I really like the sounds of it.
Yeah, like this got all the hallmarks of a happy life right here.
Dude, yeah, I'm like, this guy, I mean, he got lucky. He's got his pension and everything, and he just gets to do whatever the fuck he wants. It's like, yeah, but 20 plus years of playing video games and smoking weed and collecting a pretty sweet paycheck. Nice.
Well, I mean, legitimately, that's like what YouTubers want to do. Like 100%.
Yeah,
If I could do
absolutely.
that and just like, oh, record videos of me playing and I get paid to do it, goddamn right, I would do that shit all day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You get a fan following.
That's
Large.
half of the
That's what.
progenitor of this channel is to get paid for doing stuff I would want to do anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna call my cousin. Might as well fucking record it and try and get some pennies out of it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, fuck, dude. We're gonna say the same shit now as we would have said if the fucking camera wasn't rolling. So
Yeah.
who gives a shit? I don't know. It sounds sweet. Sounds like a sweet gig. And that's, my dad, if he was a better people person, because as long as he's been playing World of Warcraft and as fucking hardcore as he goes into it, dude, he could be making buku dollars.
Oh, absolutely. Hourly wage. Yeah.
Like, he could be doing something pretty substantial financially if he had just gotten into recording and streaming his shit years ago. Because he's been playing that since day one.
Oh yeah. I mean, early 2000s.
Early 2000s, and that's when he retired. So it's like he literally was like, well, what am I going to do to pass my time? I'm just going to play this goddamn game, and I'm going to play it for sometimes 20 hours a fucking day.
Yeah. All waking hours, like, and just
All waking hours.
I will just drink coffee so that I can continue playing this game.
Like, the number of characters that he has that are max level and the crap that he's got is like his World of Warcraft account is probably worth stupid money.
Oh yeah, probably tens of thousands of dollars easily.
It's ridiculous, and like, god damn, dude, you know what I mean? But and the only thing he didn't do is, like you said, the YouTuber thing. They just press record and let you watch him do it too.
Right, and that's one of the most wild things about the YouTube content creation is, sometimes just the niche, the exposure, but you can do very little work sometimes and have a huge following.
Absolutely.
And I was just watching a travel vlogger. All he does is go out, smoke cigarettes, drink beer, and go explore. Go off the beaten path. His Patreon alone is $5,500 a month. Like, it shows it right there on his page. Yeah. And that's just straight money from Patreon. So, don't get me wrong. There's probably, 20% fees or whatever. Okay, cool. You're still making $5,000 a month. That's $60,000 base pay, plus whatever your actual ad revenue is. And this guy's got, 2 million views on hundreds of different videos. So it's like, oh, he's making hundreds of dollars per video, maybe a few thousand per video, plus a monthly fucking wage like that. It's like, god damn.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, and I mean, I just watched a half-hour video of him in Sendai, Japan, going to some vintage shops, just walking around some alleyways, just going out, having a good personality, and then stopping it at a dive bar, and then just getting piss drunk with some locals. It's just incredibly entertaining. It's like, oh,
god damn, I could do that.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like, I could just do those things. I have done those things.
I have, just never recorded it.
Yeah. Well, fuck me.
Well, dude.
Guess what I'm gonna do for when I go overseas again? It's like, yeah.
I was gonna say.
See if that fucking subsidizes some of the cost.
Get yourself a chest mount and just let it roll.
Yeah, I mean, I already have a gimbal, so.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's be a whole fucking thing, and it's looking like one of my buddies might go overseas with me too, so that'd be fucking great.
Yeah.
2-person content, it makes the recording and stuff a whole lot easier, so I don't have to record myself. I just say, hey, Shano, record me while I do my thing, and then we take turns, and it's twice the fucking content.
Yeah, exactly.
And higher production, all that kind of shit. It's actually centered. If someone else is recording it, I don't have to scrunch down so that my face is in view.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, cuz I just rolled up to the job site. I'm going to go in and get at it.
Hell yeah, make that money, honey. Okay, love you bunches, cuz. Talk to you again soon.
Love you, cuz. Like.